back to Use It or Lose It, where I help you keep food out of the landfill and get every penny out of your food dollar. Well, if you saw my barbacoa soup video, today we're going to make a vegetarian version of that. So, I had a craving for huevos rancheros. That's one of those things I just really enjoy. So I, cracked open a can of refried beans, but I only used half a cup. And now I got all this left over. So that would take a while, a half a cup at a time. So what to do? Well, it's soup season, so we're going to make soup. So this is going to just be a Mexican bean soup. I have my onions and a little bit of green pepper. I have like the butt of a green pepper to use up. And we're going to add garlic to that. Yeah, that would be a good time. I'll lower the temp a little. And in addition, after we add some garlic, I use the term some loosely. We're also, in addition to the refried beans, we're going to add zucchini. I had a couple of zucchini that were getting pretty oogy, so I cut off the oogy parts, and, I'm using some of that. I'm using some frozen corn. I was down to the bottom of the bag, so hey, let's throw that in. That's Mexican. If you want to add black beans to this, you can add black beans, but I'm just going, straight with this stuff that I need to use up. So my onions are now translucent. I threw the garlic in there because, like I always say, you don't want to add the garlic too soon because that stuff will burn before you know it. So now we're going to add our zucchinis and get those sauteed. This is about a half of a large zucchini that I sliced into quarters because that'll be nice texture for the soup. So we'll get that going. After our zucchinis soften up, then we're going to dump in our refried beans, can of tomatoes, our corn, and I have on standby, because I'm going to use the liquid in the tomatoes, I have some of my homemade chicken stock on standby in case I need to loosen it up some more, because this stuff is so good. I tell you, the difference between store-bought and homemade stock is unbelievable. So, I'm going to come back after I have dumped everything in there. Oh, and for seasonings, I almost forgot. So I am going to use, of course, cumin. This is Mexican. And my homemade taco seasoning. You can use the stuff from the envelope. That's fine. I was just curious about making my own, so I went ahead and did it. It's okay. Honestly, kind of prefer the stuff in the envelope. But it's here, and I'm going to use it up. And so I will be back shortly when we see everything dumped in together. And I will be right back. Okay, well, I've dumped everything in. Indeed, I did need to add some of that chicken stock to loosen everything up. Now I'm just going to let it simmer to make sure that the beans get totally liquefied and smooth and all that. But here's a sneak peek here. You know how I love colorful food. Look at that. Green, red, brown, yellow. Yum, yum, yum. I'm going to give it a little taste now to see if I need to adjust my seasoning. So I added a little salt, cumin, and taco seasoning. I guessed right. So now I'm just going to let it heat through, and I don't think we need to do the big reveal because you've now seen it. I've tasted it. It's delicious. But this is an example of how you can just kind of go through your fridge and find that stuff that just needs to be moved out and moved along turned into something else, and I'm very excited about this. I know I say that every time. Okay, gonna be delicious on a cold winter's day, so give it a try. If you have this stuff left over, like I said, you can adjust it to make it as Mexican-y as you want. You could serve it with a dollop of sour cream or perhaps some shredded cheese on top, but it's great just as is. So that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!